He does. I want him to, like, if they ever make a movie about my life, they won't. Don't worry, I'll make it and try to sell it, and then you'll see it on the street somewhere. But I want him to narrate it because I think it'd be awesome. Because he's got that voice. So I gotta get in contact with you. I do have material too. Talking about relationships, I hear a lot of that because apparently that's what we like to do. I was just recently in a relationship, pretty long term, lasted like 7 days. It was good. I mean, I thought it was going good, but I mean, she dumped me. She left me, and it, you know, when you get dumped like that, it's kind of rough. You don't know what to do. You think bad about yourself, so you go out and you try to do things. You go out and say, you know what? Everything she didn't like, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wear the clothes that she hated, which is pretty much what I've got on right now. She dressed me. It was very embarrassing. Go out. I'm gonna go out drinking. I'm not gonna shave. I'm not even gonna shower. I'm just gonna have a good time, right? Because you know, to hell with her. I'm gonna get back at her. The problem is that doesn't always work as good as you think. Well, she's getting with some big muscle-bound Guido guy. I passed out in a McDonald's bathroom with a half a pedophile mustache, dressed pretty much like this, covered in my own vomit. So, but the good news is the guy was my best friend. The better news is that after 2 days they were done. Now she's going out with a guy who sells pot out of the back of his Honda Civic. But I mean, my life has not always been good to me, but I deal with it. Like my childhood was a little rough. My dad was always a little intense with me, a little forward. I remember one time I was, you know, I don't know, probably like 9 or 10. I go to my dad and I went up to ask him a question. He was sitting, you know, regular Sunday morning for the family. Pop's sitting there reading the newspaper, glass of coffee right there. And he's sitting there and I ask him the question. He just stops. He's sitting there. Puts the paper down. He looks at me, crosses his legs, says, "Son, when I die," which, I mean, I'm 9 years old. He just started off with that. He goes, "When I die, I don't want to be cremated. I don't want to be put in a casket. You can have the casket at the wake and put it off in the room. People go up, pay their respects. But I want to be stuffed. I want to be stuffed, and I want to be put in the corner of the room, very discreetly. And next to me, I want you to put a keg. And don't give me a crappy beer. I want you to spend the money and get your father a nice quality beer. It's the least you could do for not being good at sports. Got to do something for Pops. He's trying to be proud." But he sits there and he says, "And in one hand, I want you to put a stack of Solo cups, a whole bunch of them. And in the other hand, I want you to put the tap. So Brian, if you ever want a beer, you have to pry it from my cold, dead hands." Like, "Dad, I just wanted to go to my friend's house." I don't know if this has anything to do with my relationship problems. It might just be one big mess, but I don't know. And I mean, sometimes I don't always do. I do the right thing, and it usually bites me. But sometimes I think some pretty mean stuff. Like I was on the train the other day, and I was sitting there. The train was packed, you know, peak hours. There was no seats, and this train stops, and this old woman with her granddaughter gets on, and I see her, right, and she's looking around for a seat. So I'm sitting down, and I'm thinking, you know, she's with her granddaughter. I'm young, I can stand. So I'm about to stand up. And then this guy says, "Oh man, would you like a seat?" I'm saying, "Son of a bitch." I'm sitting there, and then I look across, and the girl's sitting across from me, like, "Oh." No, I was going to do it. I stood up, everyone was clapping. I said, "Don't clap, I was going to do it first. He's faster than me, it's not fair." Jeez, but that seems pretty mean, because the old lady, she could have stood. She got off the next stop. I don't want to hear that. Oh, jeez. But, you know, being single, you try to get your confidence up. You try to get back out there. He's laughing because I'm single, and that's funny to him. Sounds like a motor trying to start. So anyway, I'm having a joke. But, there's jokes, don't worry. I'm almost done. But I'm trying to, you know, I get myself back out there. So I remember I was in the dorms, you know, going to school, playing poker with my boys, you know, regular Thursday night, we're playing poker, relaxing, and it's in the common room. So this, you know, nice attractive girl walks by. I see her. I always make notice. I got the eyes. I'm getting pretty good at this watching stuff. It's the rest of it. But I do, you know, my usual routine to talk to a girl like this. I wait till she's out of earshot, and then I make a, you know, wise-ass comment. This time, I was feeling a little particularly saucy, so I decided to add a hand gesture to this. So she's about that side of the wall. I go, "Come on back, sweetheart, I'm right here." She stops and turns around. Oh, this? Oh, this is just a hand twitch. Yeah, just you know, it's no big deal. So I played it off, and we've been dating for 3 months now. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my couple jokes. Hope you guys enjoyed the evening. guys enjoy the Starving Artist Cafe.